the most beautiful beach in this area, they said.
Who said that?
The lady from the gasoline.
The lady from the gasoline station.
Yeah.
A little trip today, a little expedition up to, or should I say down to Sattahip, which is a place that I've never been to before. It's beyond Pattaya. Jump on the Bang Tra Expressway, which heads down towards Bang Sen, Pattaya area. And we're just going to stay on it. We're going to go right past Pattaya. Oh, the lights have just popped off. We're going to go right past Pattaya. We're going to keep going. We're just going to explore the beaches down that side of the Gulf. So come along with us for this adventure today. Right, we've just passed Jomtien exit, but we are going to keep going. We're going up towards Sattahip. And we're going towards Rayong. The area here is beautiful. Little pro tip when you're driving outside of the city, PTT gasoline stations, they're the best ones. They're the ones who seem to have a little association with 7-Eleven. You know 7-Eleven, you can get toasties there. People love those toasties. And unfortunately, the other thing you're going to get used to when you're driving outside of Bangkok is roadkill. Sad to say, but it's true. Those dogs in Bangkok, those stray dogs that are always there just walking around, people feel sorry for them, but to be honest, because of the amount of traffic, they don't know how good they've got it there. It sounds like I'm making a joke, but there is actually some logic to that. Because of the traffic, they're just there walking in the roads, people are stopping and they're absolutely fine. These countryside dogs, they don't have it so good, unfortunately. This place just 2.5 hours from Bangkok, Sattahip. All of these trees and mountains behind creating a little bit of shade to relax in. You've got little small islands dotted around all over the place, but the water is just crystal clear. The waves aren't too strong. Perfect if you've got a little baba running around like we have. And having a little baba running around places like this, you find yourself very confused and very conflicted about what type of life you want her to have. I mean, you live in Thailand, yet I've been conditioned to believe that you should grow up in proximity of a major city, in this case Bangkok. When you come to places like this, you just think, do I need to be in the city? As I work remotely, I could technically live anywhere. I need to create the best environment for, where is she? That little one there right over my shoulder. That little gorgeous angel right over my shoulder. I need to create the right environment for her to grow up in. Tried Phuket, didn't like it, it's too touristy, but somewhere like this, much more local. Don't know anything about the schools, don't know anything about hospitals, etc. This could just be an isolated beach in the middle of nowhere, and it probably is. So I'm not saying live here, but living in a place like this, with this sort of nature on your doorstep, my God, it appeals to me. I don't know what mentality my daughter would grow up in, and that might sound a little bit dramatic. I am a bit dramatic sometimes. If I view this as a place of relaxation, and this is somewhere that people come to escape, to enjoy, is she going to grow up with that work ethic to really push for something when she always feels like she's on holiday? Interesting little dilemma. Our Bangkok lease ends at the end of the year, and then we've got about 4 or 5 more months until we're planning on putting the little baba in school. I call her a baba, by the way, baby for those who don't understand. And I'm thinking, should we just bounce out to somewhere like this for like 2 to 3 months? Maybe it just becomes a glorified holiday, a glorified period of relaxation. Or shall I just accept that my life is battling the crowds and the fumes in the big city, because on paper the schools there are probably a little bit better. What's this beach called? I already forgot the name.
It's like Hat Nang Lam.
Whereabouts? Sattahip?
Sattahip, yeah.
just beyond Pattaya area, right?
Yeah, it's like what 40 minutes away from
40
Pattaya
minutes.
area.
It's a bit of a trek to get here, but it's worth it, right?
It's like the most beautiful beach in this area. They said
Who said that?
the lady from the gasoline.
The lady from the gasoline station.
This place.
Oh, some pigeons.
Oh, look at the gangs of a dog. 4 dogs sleeping.
So where would you rank this compared to Hua Hin? You've been a little bit. Don't be offended if you're watching this from the Hua Hin region, but you've been a little bit underwhelmed by Hua Hin, weren't you?
Hua Hin is very nice, you know, like, but I just prefer here because it's beautiful sunsets. But Hua Hin, you cannot see beautiful sunsets. It's opposite side, right?
Yeah, it's the opposite side. I put a video on TikTok where I kept saying Hua Hin.
Yeah, it's not the way we.
I'm aware it's not the way, but people were getting really angry at me.
Find a way to criticize.
Yeah, exactly. It's Hua Hin, Hua Hin, Hua Hin, right?
Hua Hin?
Hua Hin. I think that is actually one of the biggest challenges about living here in Thailand. It does feel like I'm on some sort of glorified permanent holiday. A friend of mine actually joked about it years ago, and I took it kind of offensively at the time. But now I think he was right. I think everyone who comes here, all of us who are interested, have come here originally because of the attractions and the appeal as a holiday destination, right? I wasn't one of those people who was just like, oh, fuck it. I'm going to go and sell everything and move over there because I love it so much. Like, we came here out of circumstance, but that doesn't mean I've got some better insight than anyone else. Coming here out of circumstance, you kind of always conflicted about whether it's the best place to be raising a family. So I think what's happening is the longer I'm here, little by little, that answer is becoming yes. Especially when you compare it to what life seems to be like back in the West. It's interesting mindset that you have to be in. I think the main concept that I keep coming back to when I'm having this internal debate is that life is for living. And I've been living life. Had I gone into a job age 21, worked my way up the ranks, maybe I would be set up in the UK in a bit more of a stable situation. But I'd also probably be bored out of my fucking skull. Nowadays, where everyone seems to be living their best life on the internet, I was living my best life before the internet. I was living my best life before all that, doing my own thing, exploring the world, you know, experiencing different cultures, exposing myself to different ideas. Sometimes when you do go back and see your friends and family, and I'm not criticizing anyone here, even though it sounds like I am. Oh, you're very judgmental. I get that comment a lot. I'm not judgmental, I've just got opinions. You can see that your perspective is a bit different than their perspective on life, on what's important in life. As long as my little one grows up happy, whatever she's doing, I'll support that within reason. Oh, Jesus Christ. Actually, there's a lot of things I wouldn't support. She's a smart girl, so I don't trust she's going to make any errors. It's about 3 o'clock. I think the biggest compliment that we can pay this place is that we've happily been here for a good few hours, but little one has been exposed to the sun for a few hours, so we're going to move on, try and find somewhere nearby. But yeah, I think the theme of today's video is Sattahip. What's this beach called again? Nanglam Beach, Sattahip. The most beautiful beach within proximity of Big Bangkok. You know that there are beaches in Thailand, particularly this Sattahip region, which we are exploring today, where foreigners are not allowed. Military beaches, you know. I'm not complaining when I say that, I'm just informing you. We've just been turned away. Well, I've just been turned away. They could have gone in if they wanted. But how are they going to get home? Can't drive. I've just been turned away from 2 beaches for being a foreigner. So between the last beach that we were at and this beach, there are 2 more beaches that are well off the beaten track, by the way. We had to drive quite a long way off the main road to get there, only to find out that it was restricted. But we've discovered this gem in the meantime, which means it was all well worth it. What's this beach called, Gorge?
It's called Saikaew.
Saikaew Beach, is it your first time here?
Yeah.
Of course it is. It's
in
always
Chon
our.
Buri.
If it's my first time, it's your first time. It's in Chon Buri, right?
Yeah.
Just beyond Jomtien.
I think it's 30 or 20 minutes away. I don't know.
Bit of a trek to get to. We had to jump off the main road, give ID at the gate, then drive through what felt like the Shire in Lord of the Rings. Overarching trees, absolutely beautiful. Stop somewhere to buy a ticket, and drive another 5 minutes, and then stop to give them the ticket. Seems a little bit of a drawn-out process, but well worth it. Last part of the process was driving over that mountain there. This place, guys, absolutely bloody gorgeous. So add that to your itinerary. Sack off Pattaya Beach. Sack off Jomtien. Nah, Jomtien's nice, I'll be honest. I like a bit of Jomtien. But this place, Saikew Beach, I think next time I'm in this area, I'm just going to come here. Seems like there's plenty of restaurants, plenty of cafes, food, drinks available, etc. So I think next time I'm in the Chon Buri region, this is going to be the day destination. Now I'm just going to go and enjoy a sunset. And I want you to enjoy a sunset too. So stay tuned. It's time for us to head back to Bangkok, guys. 2.5 hours on the expressway, not too bad when you get to enjoy this. This is the motivation to come places like this. If you've enjoyed this video, please like it, drop a nice comment, nothing aggressive, and subscribe to the channel, because that is this channel from now on. Every weekend, new jaunts around Thailand with the occasional bit of fitness content thrown in just for good measure. Thank you again for watching, and until next time, bye bye.